In this video, we'll be solving a quadratic equation using the quadratic formula. Our example that we'll be working with is to solve using the quadratic formula x squared plus 6x equals 3. Now let me write the quadratic formula real quick here. It says that for ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So you'll need to memorize this formula, and once you have it memorized, then it's easy enough to use the quadratic formula to solve any quadratic. We need to first of all write our equation in standard form, so everything is set equal to 0. So I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides, and these will cancel, and I have x squared plus 6x minus 3 equals 0. Once you have everything equal to 0, then you can determine a, b, and c, and those values then will be substituted into the formula. So in this case, notice that a is your lead coefficient, and there's nothing visible, so my lead coefficient then is 1, so a is 1, b is 6, and c is negative 3. Be sure and take the sign with the number, so c is negative 3. Once you have the values for a, b, and c, then you can just substitute those into your formula. So our formula says x is equal to a negative, and then b is 6, plus or minus the square root of b squared. So if b is 6, b squared is 36, minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is negative 3, all over 2 times a, which is 1. Now I just need to do the math. We have x is equal to remember, your order of operations says you need to do the multiplication here first. So I have a negative 4 times 1 is negative 4, times negative 3 will be 12. So let me copy this. Negative 6 plus or minus the square root of 36, and then this product was plus 12. And then 2 times 1 is 2. Right, now we need to find the value of the radicand. So we'll add underneath the radical here. We have x is equal to negative 6 plus or minus the square root of 48. And then that's over 2. Now 48 can be split into the square root of 16 times the square root of 3. So x is equal to a negative 6 plus or minus the square root of 16 times the square root of 3 divided by 2. So this simplifies to x is equal to negative 6 plus or minus the square root of 16 is 4, 4 root 3 all over 2. Now we can simplify one more time, and in order to do that I usually split it into 2 terms here. So Negative 6 divided by 2 is negative 3, and then plus minus. And then this term will be 4 root 3 divided by 2, which is 2 root 3.